was really wanting to play the Broncos because I had a game. Motherfuckers went for 2-point conversion, like 4 seconds left. Fucking got it. Won this shit. I was like, it put some fire under me. Should have even think and talk right.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Commanders and the Raiders, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Commanders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders,
they lose 3 in a row, but they're in the Super Bowl. Let that make sense. Besides,
we might get something unique here in this one as
well.
No 2 games are ever really the same, are they, Brandon? Because there's always a couple little details, standout performances, big plays that help set each game.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by Durham. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to DK Metcalf. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that'll be caught. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Commanders put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And on the grandest of stages, with a whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He connected on all 5 of his throws on that opening drive and finished it with a touchdown pass as they begin here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. This ball complete to Durham. Big yardage that time for Washington. 44 yards.
They scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambled for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Out to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. Touchdown! DK Metcalf from 19 yards away. And Washington has taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Second and 4. Flushed out right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged them from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Well, they'll hit out of bounds inside the 10. Looking down at the 9. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt it. 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain.
Get registered my first press.
Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 6 yards away. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this 3rd quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll keep it on the ground. Durham. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to
Press the button twice to pump for
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete. The
play action fake. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because...
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. On the move to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. down. And the Commanders will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. And the Washington offense heading out. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead. Fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Up the middle they go. Durham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And this one too low.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Rolling to his left. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a
I was trying to run. I never
ran
even hit a fucking button.
The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his... And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
The Washington offense set to take over. Looks like he'll throw here. That one deep for Hodgins. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Isaiah Hodgins. 50 yards. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
The Washington offense set to take over again. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. Touchdown, Washington. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Commanders are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate.
Here we go on the next drive for Washington. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, they did it. The Washington Commanders, Super Bowl champions. And this storied franchise will once again possess the Lombardi Trophy. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
Hey, we eating somewhere tonight? Let's do it. Rook is Payne.
Hope my mama was watching tonight.
You balled out, bro! Yo! This parade about to be wild! We're number one, baby! Gotta hand out that game ball, coach. Yeah, baby. Super Bowl champs, baby!
Hey, what's up, champ? That was all you. Top of the world now.
Ooh, let me get my hands on that Lombardi.
Super Bowl champions. I like the sound of that.
Lost fucking Metcalf.